falling unto grace, hoping to connect, moving into places unknown, afraid. Shocked to the core, it's a wide, dark space. Who knew a heart could be so cavernous, deep, dark? I won't run back to loneliness, so I dive into that darkness to find someone also alone.
This movie is about a woman's journey from the love that she thought would be everything to her, and you know, in that way of forever, ever. As Andre appropriately said in that song by Outkast, all the way over to learning that forever might be cracking, and you know, the things that she's having to decide are whether to maintain her soul and who she is, or whether to completely give it over to a man that continues to dig ditches in her heart, that she knows loves her, but he doesn't know how to love her properly, and then she falls into the wings of another man who is equally as broken, but not abusing in his brokenness, and they just match. Their two journeys match up, I think, is what this story is about.
My name's Curtis.
You go to a lot of the poetry reads. I recognize you.
How's that? He hides in plain sight these days.
It's a lot, Will. This is Will, small with a brother. And he does this every time I meet a girl who gets within 5 feet of me.
That ain't many.
Calendra is a woman like many who is complacent and who is been in this life of Ronnie since college, and she lost herself somewhere in there. She wasn't always a weak person or unable to say things. She just sort of got caught up in this world of misery that Ronnie is in, and got caught up with abuse and not able to step out of that, and making excuses and accepting things that she shouldn't have necessarily accepted. But as she got older and as she had more life experiences and found poetry in this sense, people find other things in life, but for Calendra it was finding poetry. She started getting more of herself back, or her new self, or her adult self, her grown self, and then walks in her soulmate.
You're a poet who goes to slams, but you won't get on stage?
Scared. I mean, don't get me wrong. Those got talent.
You're killing me here. Come on, man. You throw me under the bus. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
I got years on you. Don't disrespect me in front of the company.
And through that process of writing and finding someone who really got her as her adult self, like Curtis, she found her voice. It wasn't necessarily because she wanted to leave one man to be with another man. I think that's sort of the misconception that happens with relationships that are rocky, like you need someone else in order to leave from where you are. He was more of a mind-opening, this is what love feels like, and this is good, and this is how I should feel, not this right here. This is just complacent. This is not working. This isn't love at all.
Gwendolyn Brooks, beautiful black woman. Kind of like somebody I know. She never thought her stuff would be heard, but she kept writing. She just kept writing about her loves and about the bullshit that broke her down. She wrote about things that made her human, good and bad, for everybody to hear.
For me, Denai, I think about the mom role, and I'm like, she was in the journey via her daughter, but her daughter was kind of going without knowing that she was going this way. She was kind of saying, Mom, this is how you do it. You know, which how many daughters do that for moms? And you know, moms give way to jealousy, but you know, maybe jealousy is a lack of a better word, because it's not really jealousy, it's just that the moms feel shame that they couldn't be so strong.
Exactly.
Marriage is hard on you, isn't it?
What you talking about?
Cooking. Hate being married because you have to cook. You ain't never liked cooking. You always make a production I do is easy. Your daddy likes it when I make a production.
What about you?
I love it when your daddy's happy.
Considering the way that your characters enter their relationship, how do you reconcile basically an affair with getting the rest of the audience to root for you along the way?
There's never a justification for having an affair. You can never say, well, he's so mean to me, so you leave or whatever, which is easier said than done. There's not a justification for that. But for her life, this was her story.
And you can empathize with the story.
Absolutely.
And rooting happens, you know, if you play it well.
If you play well.